Interstate 8, take the Ocotillo turnoff, okay? Make a couple of right turns, and there is what's called the Imperial Valley Desert Museum, a story of survival in the desert, where they have a favorite saying.
Well, we always say, give us 20 minutes and we'll give you 10 million years.
20 minutes, 10 million years? Okay, there are exhibits that do take you back that far. Like the Gulf of California. Did you know it used to extend all the way up to the Coachella Valley? Topographic sand that changes color as you build dunes by hand, and a little darkened room where you can go in and experience the Kumeyaay relationship to the night sky, listening to bird songs used in Kumeyaay ceremonies dating back centuries. You look around, so much of life and living in the harsh desert has to do with surviving. Pottery that's lasted the elements preserved 1,000 to maybe 2,000 years. Geological artifacts dating back to time immemorial. There's Dottie, an endangered Sonoran desert tortoise who here survives and thrives. Even this museum itself. Kristen O'Lear is its executive director.
So initially the museum actually was on Main Street in downtown El Centro, but there was a series of events like hurricane, like Tropical Storm Kathleen that came through. We also had an earthquake that came that kind of forced our doors to close.
Skeptics joked that this museum out here just off the interstate would never open, never attract a crowd and be successful. But here it is, still a mostly undiscovered gem, but doing well, thank you.
So much like the desert environment, we've had to really adapt.
Outside is a walking tour with little signs, descriptions of the land or plant life of the Yuha Desert all around us. It's a Kumeyaay word. It means there is water. And there are springs not far from here, but you go back 10 million years.
I mean, like what's right in front of us, those are the Coyote Mountains. And those, we actually have a hike to that called the top of the ocean, because that is how high the Gulf of California used to reach.
Really?
Was the top of those mountains over there. No, not at all. It was quite deep and quite vast.
That's right. You still find sand dollars and fossils up there, while everywhere we're walking now was once deep underwater. I can never think of the parched, arid desert here quite the same way, nor of the Kumeyaay, who millennia later lived here and survived here and still do have this relationship with the land and the nighttime sky. There's an area on the grounds, an area protected from light and the desert wind, a place to savor the night sky as it might have been enjoyed in antiquity.
But no, it's really, really beautiful, because when everything's dark, and then this kind of, will drown out the sound of the highway, and you're really just taking it in.
So there are stargazing events here that link us with the wonder and awe at the universe that the Kumeyaay treasure to this day. It is enwrapping and welcoming, and in fact in the daytime there is the Kumeyaay word hoka, a word of greeting, but more than that, it is a blessing. And that's really what this museum is out here in the desert.
But we think, the trip is worth the effort.
Just off the interstate at Ocotillo, the Imperial Valley Desert Museum, where there's a commitment to tribal voices and tribal participation, to 10 million years of historic authenticity, and yes, to survival. All right, there are so many more stories about our city and county. Do you want to know how you can see them right here? Click on the subscribe button, then you'll know when there are more stories ready to go about San Diego.